Hello, hello. There we go. Okay. Hello. Welcome to stream. Um, it's been a while. Um, I don't know how many people are gonna come in today, but yeah, it really has been a while. I mean, I haven't really stopped, you know, coming in on working on this game. God, this song's intense. What the heck? I have the song is Darth Malak's theme from Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. I have a different game radio going this time. This time it's just like video game music instead of like that lo-fi radio or whatever. Only because there weren't that many songs on it. I mean, I might go back to it eventually. It's nice listening to it, but I just wanted to try something new, I guess. My God, this is song intense. Anyways, hi, welcome. It's been a while, but I did stuff. I guess I'll just kind of showcase what I already did, and then we could work on. I have a few things I want to try today. So there's me. Ah, that's better. Much better song. Anyway, here's me. Hi. I modeled a sword that the character could swing. It's not going to be permanent. It's just like a concept, I thought. I like the whole glass aesthetic only because I don't know, I just like it. But yeah, we have that. We also have like sort of combo attacks that depend on what button you hit. So, you know, I press I guess square to swing left and then X to swing right. I'm using a Switch Pro controller. Normally I'd be using a PS4 controller, but both of those are either dead or connected to the PlayStation in the other room and I just can't be bothered. But like you already knew, yeah, you could swing in opposite directions like that. But now if I hit like X 3 times, you can do a spin attack. You do a spin attack, and then if I hit like X and then square, he does like a lunge forward. So like if you hit the opposite button that you pressed before, he does like a lunge attack, and then if you press the same button in a row, he does a spin attack. I don't have any like combo finishers yet. This is just so you could just kind of keep doing this forever. But oh, and there's also a little indicator for when you can hit the button. I mean, you could just spam it for now, but I want there to be like if you spam the button, you do like quick attacks as opposed to these like, you know, dedicated like heavy combo moves or whatever. That's later. Yeah. So that's what I worked on. There's also, as soon as the sword goes away, after 10 seconds, there we go. There's also a little bit of platforming. So you can kind of wall jump, you can hang on the ledge, you can climb up with that really doofy animation. I might, I kind of like the idea that it like flips up on the ledge. You can also like kind of run up if the ledge is a little bit higher, or you can just grab it. You can also just drop down like that. There's still some things that I want to work on, like you could try to do this on the edge of like a staircase, and you can just kind of like clip through the ground and it kind of behaves weird, but yeah. There's a lot of this code that I want to optimize. I like the idea of you streaming again. Hey Cole, how you doing? You have a little Darth... No, not when he runs. But, yeah, I don't know why the shadow's behaving weirdly like that. It just kind of, like, sticks there. I'm gonna have to look into that. But no, that's... No dust particles. I mean, that'd be kind of cool, though. Oh, yeah, and this is another thing, too, where, like, if you time it right, you can just kind of run up the wall forever. Like that, yeah, see? You just kind of do that. That's something I'm gonna have to fix later, but yeah, I mean, that is basically all I did. Other than that, flip animation looks really cool. Hell yeah, thank you. Oh my god. I kind of want, yeah. That's the basic idea of it, but yeah, what we're gonna do today is we are going to, I have this dodge roll animation over here. The superhero pose is nice, yeah. Here we go. I have a dodge roll animation that I made that we are basically just going to apply to the character. It shouldn't be too hard. Oh yeah, I guess I could show you the code as well. It's really messy and poorly optimized. But yeah, this is everything. This section down here is mostly what I worked on in between streams. I mean, that and like within here, you know, the ability to attack. These are all the combo moves that the character can do. But yeah, and then, you know, this whole area drives the like ledge grabbing and climbing up mechanics and stuff, but yeah, let's see here. I want it so that when you press, where is it? Inputs. Do I have it? Yeah, I have it. So dodge roll. So the dodge roll button is going to be, for now, R1. So, and that's also going to be like your main like defense button. I kind of want to implement a more advanced defense mechanism, like when you press the triggers, but hell yeah, thank you, Cole, I appreciate it. Have fun at work. But yeah. If we come slam the table with a new idea, I can't wait. I absolutely can't wait. Okay, cool. Right. So let's just start, I guess, with when you press the button, it plays the montage. Play and montage, and we'll just set it to that. So there's no like root motion or anything to this. So you just press it and then it just kind of happens. Let's see. There should be some root motion when you, like, he should be going up a little bit. That'd be good. Yeah, root motion's enabled. I don't know. But yeah, he should be like going up a little bit. I don't know why he isn't, but oh well, that's fine. Let's see. I might have to look at a tutorial for this. See, this is one of the main reasons why I didn't stream any of like the programming process, is because for like 90% of this, I had to like, you know, reference a tutorial and, you know, do stuff like that and just figure things out on my own. And I kind of like to just get in the zone and just like focus solely on that. I like to do these streams when I'm doing more like creative stuff, like modeling and artwork and stuff. But it's kind of going to be more of a brainstorming stream today. And if I can get this dodge roll working. So yeah, how did I think in my ledge grabbing, which is here, I have it so that he set like, okay, yeah, it just snaps it to the ledge. I'm trying to find where I saved, I think it was set actor rotation, that's what it is. So I'll just copy this. paste it here. So it's gonna basically snap to the rotation of whatever direction I have the stick pressed. So I can just basically, wherever I have the stick pressed, it's not just going to be, you know, straightforward like that. But I also have to make it so that when the stick isn't pressed, he doesn't just snap north like that. So we have to, where? Oh, right, yeah. I have a condition so that if the stick is moving, then we set the actor's location. Otherwise, it's just the direction that he's facing. Well, actually, I should play the montage first. Or any of it. Let's do that. There we go. So no matter what, it's gonna play the montage. But like if I just press it without moving the stick, he just goes facing the direction he's in. But if I move the stick, he snaps to the direction, which is good, which is what I want. Now we need to add movement. Add a movement. Oops, I did not mean to press that. Hey Flowey, how you doing? I need to add... No, it wouldn't be add movement input. This might be what I need to... Cause see, the problem is, like, I know in my mind what I want to do, but like, I don't know what the tools are in order to do it. And that's like 90% why I think the tutorials are useful. Just to like figure out what the tools are that I can use. So if I just type in, I mean, I might look one up here in a sec, but movement. Let's just see what we got here under movement. None of this seems helpful so far. Very cool. Add movement input? Screw it. Let's do that. Get actor forward vector. This isn't gonna work. I know that for a fact. I know for a fact that this isn't gonna work. But I'm just gonna try it anyway. Yep. Does nothing. Cool. Audio only mode engaged. Oh, you still having trouble with the stream? Eventually I want to get a long enough Ethernet cable to where it'll work from the other room. I don't know why it's not, but hi Wiljo, how you doing? I'm gonna have to look up a tutorial. Give me 1 second. I guess I could show this on stream. Actually, no, I don't want you to see my YouTube history. Not that it's anything bad, but, I don't know. UE5 directional dodge roll. Right, now we can have a look. All I need is like the tools in order to do the thing. So let's see what Mr. Tutorial Man says. Kinda sus that I'm looking at tutorials. I'm not a real programmer. Also, why are you muted? No, it's not muted, it's just really quiet. Suppose we can turn down the music a little bit. Oh yeah, here he is. Alright, we can... Alright. Set that to 2 times speed. What's he doing? Not even talking. Yeah? You sure are doing... You sure are doing a thing. Tutorial man sweetest. The tutorial man is mute, apparently. He's not even talking. I have the volume up. I can hear his keyboard. Yeah. Oh, I can't. I think I can hear him. He's just really quiet. Okay, here he is. But this will be just fine for the purposes of this tutorial. So, skeleton, leave all the other settings as default and hit import. And here's the animation. So one thing you might notice with this animation is that the hands are kind of messed up. But that's something that... Okay, yeah, in his actual animation, the character does in fact move forward. So I might want to... Yeah, alright. I might need to go back into Blender. Keyboard noises are a secret message. Yeah, he's talking in binary. Or he's talking in Morse code. You gotta decipher it. So... I will do that. Screw it, I'll do it now. I'm gonna say I'll do it later. No, let's just do it now, real quick. I can't figure out, I wouldn't trust him with programming advice personally, if he can't even figure out a mic. Yeah, basically. Alright, so here's what I got. Yeah, the animation using root motion is supposed to jump up like that. I don't know why it isn't in the game, but all we have to do is basically in dodge roll bake, the object transform, we just gotta keyframe the first position, and then on frame 20, we can just kind of move them up here, and then it should already be keyframed. Okay, yeah. So I'm going to, oh my god, there's so many keyframes here. Only for object transform. I want to get rid of, oh my gosh, all these. You know, I bet there's a simpler way to disable all these other ones that I'm just unaware of. Only the Y location. I want to delete all these keyframes before. There we go. Something like that. And then for Z location, we can just drag this back down to 0. That. I'm sure it's a super, yeah, don't worry about it. Oh boy. I'm just kind of making some adjustments here. Don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it one bit. It's very janky, but it'll work. So when I save out this animation, hopefully it should save it out with root motion. So we're just gonna push, or no. Save it. So yep, that's what it is. Very cool, very good. Please work. so only the armature. Bake animation, only deform bones. Okay. Please work. Alright, under base animations, we'll just drag this in. Skeleton, import. Oh, okay, cool. He's actually dodging forward this time. So we need to enable root motion, and then we'll just do that. And then, so we're going to we're gonna delete this from the code, the actual playing of the animation, because we want it to play a different animation. So we're gonna delete dodge roll montage, and we're gonna delete the original dodge roll that we had. Maintain new roadblocks? I mean, kinda. Just having all these ideas at this point, it's like, you know, having all these ideas for like gameplay features and stuff, and just not really knowing where to go from here. So that's why I added a bunch of so in the last streams I focused like more on attack animations and stuff. Now I'm working on like actual gameplay features, like, oh my god, this song's intense. What the heck? Might need to turn that down a little bit. Jesus. Going overboard with scope. Just, I mean, I think it's mostly just having a lot of ideas in my head that I don't know how to execute on the page, really. Or just like looking at the things I made and going, I don't like this, I think is my main problem here. Is this Xenoblade? Oh yeah, it sure is. It's Xenoblade 2. Yeah, those freaking songs are intense. But yeah, just a lot of like fiddling around, not really knowing what to do, but like having a grand scope of things in my head. So we have our montage, and it uses root motion. So we'll go ahead and try this again. Let's see if it works. Oh! Alright, we got motion. He's actually rolling out of the way, except I gotta adjust the blending times. But yeah, hell yeah. We got it going. So this needs to be 0.01. And this needs to be 0. Identifying Xenoblade music frame 1. Ah, couldn't be you. No way. No siree. Alright. It's very janky, and I still don't know why the root motion isn't making them go up on the Z-axis, but it's something. You know, I wonder if that's because of gravity. So like, if before, like maybe I want to disable inputs for when the dodge roll is happening and then enable them for when it's done. So we can, for example, all right, none of this is helping me. Very cool, very good. I need it so that he stops moving when I press the button. So I guess that would be my variable can move. Let's try that. So set can move to false. And then we'll set movement mode. So we're gonna set the movement roll. Virgin dodge roll versus Chad cartwheel. That's just Snake versus Raiden. That's all that is. All right, there we go. So set movement mode to flying. And then instead of, so there's 2 play and a montage nodes, and I don't know why there's 2, but the other one, this one, needs the mesh component for some reason, even though the other one doesn't. We'll play the same montage, but now we have a lot more options. So where is it? Dodge roll. So it's going to activate all that. And then on completed, set can move. Oops, I could just drag it. True. And then set movement mode to back to walking. Give that a try. Yeah, that's more like it. So now he hops up a little bit when he dodge rolls. The only problem now, I guess, is well, pressing it multiple. Okay, so you can still press it, you can still spam it. So you could just kind of fly up like that, which is not ideal. So to prevent that, we're gonna, let's actually drag everything over here real quick so we have a little bit more room. We want to do once. Oh boy. In between here. So do once. And then sonic movement moment. True. And then on completed, after this, just reset it. So there we go. Another thing I think that'd be cool too is if the dodge roll actually had some gameplay components. So kind of the reason why I want him to hop up a little bit. There you go. Now you can't spam it. Well, you can't spam it, but you know, you can't spam it. But it'd be cool if you could dodge roll into small gaps, I guess. So if I change the hitbox half height to be lower, then I could be able to dodge roll into small areas. I just think that'd be neat, but for now, it still feels pretty stiff. I almost want to... iframes? Well, to be honest, there's no real way for anyone to damage the character at this moment, because I haven't programmed in any enemies that can actually attack them. So in reality, every frame is an iframe if you think about it. But yeah, one thing I want to do now is, so when you spam the button, he dodge rolls, but it takes a real long time for him to start moving again. I kind of want that time to be a lot shorter. So what I'm gonna do is, in the montage, I'm just gonna just give the character invincibility all the time. Then you can't die, stupid. Alright, so we're gonna add a notify, a montage notify, and we're gonna do it on frame 19 out of 20. We'll just see how that feels. So over here, instead of on completed, we'll do on notify begin. So when the notify plays, we can actually stop playing the montage too. So stop anim montage. Get current montage. Give that a try. Like, I could totally beat Goku and Superman. Not Ben 10 though. Is Ben 10 invincible? I don't know much about Ben 10. I know he can turn into 10 monsters and then more later in the show. Kind of negating the whole Ben 10 thing. Alright, let's see if that helped. Oh yeah, that's much better. There's still a little bit of time when he doesn't move, but like, it feels a lot better. He is in my heart. It's, you know what? If you believe hard enough, maybe it'll become true. Alright, so for my purposes, the dodge roll is done. So there we go. The only thing is, yeah, he can do it in the air. So we don't want that. We don't want him to be able to do it in the air. So I guess we'll get a branch. Is falling. And if we're not falling, then we'll execute a dodge roll. So we can do that, and then if you try to do it in the air, it doesn't work. Beautiful. I don't think the dodge roll itself is fast enough. Like, I feel like his running speed is faster than the speed he gets when he dodge rolls. But I'm not worried about that right now. It also feels kind of slow. I almost wonder what happens if I just set the play rate to like 1.2? Give that a try. Oh yeah, that feels much better. And you can like change the direction of the stick. Like, so you can just kind of do it back and forth like that. Absolutely beautiful. I still have to figure out this whole infinite wall jumping little bug that I'm having. If you do it with enough timing, you could just kind of climb the wall infinitely. Everyone dodge rolls everywhere because it's faster than walking. Yeah. Yep, I get exactly what you mean. Luckily, to kind of counteract that, I want the dodge roll button and the sprint button to be like kind of one and the same. So you press the dodge roll button and you dodge roll. And then once you come out of the dodge roll, you start running as fast as you would be able to dodge rolling. And then when you let go of the stick and then walk again, you go back to normal speed. So you just dodge roll once and then you can sprint, basically. So hopefully that should feel a little bit more natural and that you shouldn't have to keep spamming a button to go fast, basically. Dodge roll cooldown? I don't know. Probably not. Because there's going to be a lot of, like, you know, real-time action going on. Maybe if it calls for it. Because, again, I haven't even really come up with any ideas for, like, any of the basic enemies, which is kind of a bad thing, because I need to start, like, doing that. One of the main reasons why I want to start working on, like, the actual, like, platforming gameplay and stuff, one of the main reasons for that is so that I can make, like, an actual test level instead of just, like, you know, prototyping stuff. So, that's just one of the things I need to work on, I guess. Which is, I guess, what we can do right now. So the other purpose for this stream is to kind of brainstorm, like, gameplay mechanics that like, so my idea is, so you go to a world and you interact with the people in the world, and you know, you do their things, and then you learn, you know, more gameplay stuff that's more based to that world. And then at the end of the world, you do this sort of dungeon, this sort of Zelda-like dungeon thing, where you put all the gameplay mechanics you learned from the world into action. And you kind of explore the dungeon, and you know, get the MacGuffin at the end, basically. Goombas be higher on the priority list, just a simple enemy that if you run into, you take damage, and you can just stomp on them. I mean, like I said, that's something I'm gonna have to think about. But for now, I mean, I kind of want these like dungeons to be like world-based. But for just testing purposes, I was thinking of making like a dungeon that's like dev level based. If I were to have like a theme for a dungeon that's like dev level themed, then what gameplay mechanics would I want? So like the most basic, like testing purposes gameplay mechanics that I could probably utilize in future dungeons that I make. So I'm just gonna start like a little text thing over here, if I could find it. Basic, no, text render actor. We'll just kind of place one of these down there. So far it's not displaying anything, which is weird. Oh, it's because it's, oh, there it is. It's just facing the wrong way for some reason. Let me delete this and re-add it. I don't know why it's facing like the wrong way like that. I want to rotate it. Okay, it's rotated -90 for some reason. There we go, that's better. We could just make this bigger. That. Crunch would be a banger gameplay mechanic in Dev World. Exactly. Who boy. So just as far as like basic, you know, game mechanics that you find in like any game, I was thinking, and these shouldn't be too hard to program. Like I could probably knock out a few of these like right now. Would be like block pushing. Another one could be like hittable lever switches that can like open a door. Another one could be like key cards, kind of like in Doom, like color-coded key cards. Gymnasium would teach you the cartwheel move. You just go to the gym. It's like a Metal Gear Solid 2, where you you have to do pull-ups in order to gain grip strength. You have to do that 100 times, and then the colonel calls you and he's like, "Congratulations, Raiden. Your grip strength has increased. You can now hold on to ledges for a second longer." Incredible. So for block pushing, basically all I'd have to do is like create a blueprint for like a cube and give it code so that if the player is next to the cube in any of the 4 directions, then it pushes the cube in that direction, and then there will be like a sensor on the bottom of the cube that detects if it's on top of a place where the cube should go, and then that sensor will activate a door somewhere. So that's my idea for that. Hittable lever switches is just like, I just quickly model a lever by having like a cube and then like a thinner cube on top, and then if you smack it, things happen. And then key cards is just, I'd have to make an item that you pick up. So far I don't have like an inventory system yet, I wouldn't be able to display like what kind of key cards I would have, but Pokemon block pushing puzzles. I mean, I could just make Sokoban and just make that my game. But yeah, let's see what else. I mean, so far that's all I got for now as far as ideas go. I guess I could just kind of play with some of these ideas and just see what works. So let's just add a blueprint. God knows I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm gonna do it anyway. All right, BP underscore pushable block. Let's add a cube. And there we go, there's a cube. And let's put that in the scene, see what it looks like. Yep, that is very much a cube. These blocks are gonna sell the Kingdom Hearts Recoded fans, exactly. I want to target that fan base specifically, no one else. So I would just need 4 sensors. So cube detection. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Box collision. That's what I want. So I don't want them to be too big because I don't want you to be able to activate these sensors in the corner. So it'd be like something like that. Oh, shoot. So just duplicate this 3 more times. And then we'll just set these accordingly. So -40, 0, and then on the Y 40, and then 0 and Y -40. Boom. So now we have sensors on all 4 sides, and now all we need to do is detect if a player is touching those sensors. So really we could delete all that. And then I should probably rename those. So like this one would be positive X. A 2D side-scrolling platforming turn-based RPG world and temple run. That just makes me want to play it even more. I mean, Cole and I are basically going to watch the cutscene movie of it, but that's interesting. From what I know, it's just basically Kingdom Hearts 1, but like on the DS, right? Because you're Data Sora, and you're going back through your memories in the journal, and you're trying to fix all the bugs in the journal. That's all I know. That's all I know about Recoded. Yeah, mostly. Gotcha. I guess they had to find some ways to make it appeal more to people who have already played Kingdom Hearts 1, I guess. Yeah, that's very interesting. Alright. So we have our collisions named. So for example, if on component hit, I think is what I want. Or on component begin overlap. For X plus. X plus is here. So that means I want the box to move in the -X direction. So gimmicky gameplay sections, gotcha. That actor location? I think. I mean, what I could do is, for any of these collisions, I could make it one collision object and then just enable physics for the box. I could try that. I just don't know how to, like, enable physics for this box, I guess. So, like, if I type in, like, physics, set simulate physics, is that what I want? This isn't gonna work. I know that for a fact. I know for an absolute fact that this is not going to work, but I am going to try it anyway. Also, this is a very small box. I might want to make it bigger. Can you mine the block? Sadly, no, unfortunately. Okay. Yeah, I figured. I knew it wasn't gonna work. I think the physics is what I want. So I'm just gonna physics objects. Here we go. God, these tutorials are all like, okay. This tutorial is only 4 minutes.
Hello and welcome to how to place physics-based objects. Now, when you're building a scene in Unreal,
Hello, Ryan Laley.
in a physics-based way, be it with construction or just bound lit. Now, placing these manually can be tricky, especially to get it looking realistic. However, there's a tool in Unreal that makes it a lot easier for you. So let's get started. I'm going to drag in a barrel on my prop list, and then I'm going to go to the right side and tick the simulate physics button. I'm then going to place this in the air a little bit and then duplicate copies of this around. Do a bit of rotation.
Okay.
More placement here. Like so. I'm then going to go and hit up top the active play mode for simulate. Now, the Bits engine will simulate these barrels falling over, rolling around, doing whatever.
So it's as simple as that. I don't even need code. So I have an object here, and then over here, I mean, he placed, yeah, that's a static mesh. So I could actually probably delete this blueprint that I made. And then if I add in like a static mesh, so the cube by itself, I could go into, oh, where would that be? Where did he do it? Simulate. No, that's not it. Simulate physics. Oh boy. Oh! We have a physics-based object. We can now move a block around using physics that we could push around. It's very janky, but it works. Oh boy, it's very slidey. This is kind of fun to push around. You can't interact with it with, you know, hitting it. But if I just get my character collider to just run into it, you can just kind of push it. You can just kind of push it around. I kind of like that. That's kind of fun. I kind of like that. Ice block complete. Give this block's jelly physics. God, I don't even know how soft body physics would work. I mean, they would work in Unreal Engine natively, but like, I would have absolutely no idea how to do something like that. All right, so we have an object that has physics, which is incredible. I guess now what I would want to do is make like a sensor. Or you know what? Let's make like a door. Let's make like a door object. So I'm just gonna take these two cubes here and just kind of move them over. And then I'm gonna add another cube. And I'm gonna make slightly thinner. So 0.1 in the X. And then just drag the Y out. And then just drag the Z up. The door require cards. Yes, I'm gonna program world-based cards by defeating enemies called Heartless using the player's memories. And then that's how the door's gonna open. Because Chain of Memories is a good game. So we have a door. I think I want to turn this into a blueprint. I think there's a way to do. Convert this actor. Yeah, here we go. We'll just call this BP_door, and it's under blueprints. Here we go. I think this door also needs like a movable switch as well, which I don't know how I would be able to do that. Shot of the block of the checkerboard floor and the void could be an album cover, just like, and I probably can't see it, but like that maybe. I mean, that's an aesthetic. It's definitely like a sort of vaporwave kind of aesthetic. I can kind of see that. Alright, back to tutorial land, because I don't know how to link a button to a door. So, Unreal Engine 5, switch, and door. Using pressure-activated switches to open doors in Unreal Engine 5. This is 16 minutes. Good lord. Luckily, we're watching this at 2 times speed. Alright. Yep, that's your basic portal puzzle. Put the block on the switch. He's also using a physics-based block, so that's very good. Tutorial land, aka we're going to Sweden, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Sweden. Alright. There's a blueprint, static mesh. This is the pressure plate he's making. Oh, he's just modeling this in a very advanced way. Okay. Yep. His ass modeled the switch. This is something that I should probably be doing at this moment. Let me do that. So I need, I guess I can make a new folder called Puzzle Elements. We'll just try that, I guess. So, okay. Let's go ahead and get rid of the door for now. And we'll add it back when Mr. Tutorial Man says I'm allowed to add it back. So we'll even delete the blueprint for now. Does the Switchy model have Joy-Cons? Unfortunately, no. But that would be very poggers. I am aware. So BP _ Nintendo Switch. Alright. I'm not gonna be as advanced as he is. I'm just gonna add a cube. And this will be the switch. And then I'm just gonna set the scale in the Z-axis to 0.01. We're gonna make it super thin. There we go. Beautiful. And then we could just kind of drag this over here. Kind of slap it there for now. Oh yeah, and he added a box collider, so I'm gonna do that too. Oops. Add box collider. And then we're gonna make this 0.1, and it's just gonna sit right there. Oh, camera, please. Camera, please, I'm begging you. Gonna sit right on top like that. Perfect. This looks very similar. It's true. They're both just a black screen. All right.
Right click here, add a timeline, and I'm gonna call this switch activate.
Adding a timeline? Oh, because he's actually animating the button being pressed down. Yeah, I'm not doing that.
What I want to do here, I'm back to
I mean, I could, but like this is a very like temp object.
press down or something presses onto the pressure switch here. We want this to drop down to something like here, maybe. So it looks like this.
All right.
-2 or maybe -3. Okay. So I'll
I'm just gonna let it play out because I don't know. If I skip ahead, I'm afraid he's gonna be like, all right, now we're gonna activate the quantum mechanics and the processor fluxes, and I'm gonna be like, all right, I skipped way too far.
and I'll just zoom here a bit.
I'm just gonna let this play out.
And so we can see this timeline we created. Pretty basic, just a linear curve here going from.
Yep. So when you press on the button, it presses down, which mine's not gonna do.
When an actor overlaps the switch.
Incredible.
Play this, and I'll just move this out of the way. Right click and say end overlap.
So that's
End overlap event.
actor begin overlap.
And what we need to do here is
And then he's reversing the animation for end overlap.
position track. So what we want to do is grab the switch, static mesh component. I'm going to say set relative location. And we'll plug the update pin into here. So we're setting the relative location on each update of the time.
Yep.
We'll split this struct pin here. And I'm going to drive the Z location of the switch from this switch position track. All right, so that's basically
Thank you. Very cool.
drag one out into the scene.
So when you step on the switch, it gets pressed down.
And so that's working basically how we want it to. And so now what I want to do is set up another actor for this pressure switch to activate. So we'll set up our door here. And what I'll do is just
All right.
blueprint.
He's making a separate blueprint for the door, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm going to add static mesh again. And I'll just call this door. And for the static mesh itself here, I'll set this to chamfer cube. And let's see, we'll change the...
Ladies and gentlemen, his ass is creating a door.
And then for the Y dimension, let's say 2, and the Z dimension will be 3. Yeah. All right, and then I also want to have this, right now the origin is right in the middle of the box, and so half the box will be below the ground if you drag one out here, for example. Drag one out like this, you want to see half of the door. And so what I want to do is we want to raise this up, and so I need to raise this up, I think, to 150 on the Z axis, which is half of our premier.
Okay.
And we'll take a look here, and yes, that's now properly sitting pretty much on the ground. So what I want to do now is we'll have the door activate or open by raising up from here. So 150 is the starting point, and we'll raise it up to open the door. We'll raise it up to something like maybe 400.
So, all right, let's go ahead and do that. So, BP underscore door. And actually, wait, do I want... Ah, shoot. I gotta remake these. So the blueprint type that I've been making for these has been a pawn, and I want them to be an actor because I don't want them to be possessed or controlled by a character. So I want these to be an actor. So I can just do this again real quick. BP switch and BP door. And then I just gotta make the switch again. Cube. Very good. And then scale on the Z 0.01. Box collider. This is going to be set it to 10 as a relative scale, and then just drag it. That beautiful, perfect. All right, we did the same thing, but again, wonderful. So for the door, they're actors. You have to pay them now. God dang it! Yeah, you can't pay pawns. They're just pawns. Pawns don't deserve rights. All right, the door, we want the scale on the Y to be 0.25. I should check 0.1, and then scale on the Z can be 2, And that looks good. And then we can raise it up like he did. I want to turn the snapping on. There we go. So when we drag it into the world, it looks like that. That is a very tiny door, actually. Might want to make that bigger. So if we set this to 2, it should... Yeah, there we go. Pawn more like yawn. That's how I feel about pawns. Oh yeah, now that's a door. That's a much better door. Beautiful. Wonderful. You'll love to see it. Alright. So he's gonna have his door, when you press on the switch, it's gonna lift the door up. I'm just gonna make the door disappear.
Okay, so I'll put it back to...
Because honestly, I think that might look better.
We'll go to the event graph. Now let's right click here. Timeline.
F for the whittle baby door. Yeah. Only big doors in my house.
And for the length here, we'll say the door can open and close. Let's say it take 2 seconds to open or close. Track, add a float track, and we'll call this door position.
Alright.
Right click, add a key, and at the time of 0 at the very beginning, we want the value to be 150. And then I'm going to add another key here, and for time this is going to be 2 seconds now, at the very end of the track. We want the value to be 400.
He's just animating the door opening.
See our curve here?
I need to get more coffee.
Going from value 150 to 400. So now I can use this track, door position, to drive the position of the door. We'll just grab the door.
Yep, it's doing the same exact thing he did before.
Pin for that, split the location pin, and drive Z from the door position.
Alright.
Indicate when we want to play or reverse this timeline to open or close that. And so what I'm going to do here is add a variable, and I'm going to call it pressure switches needed, and we'll set this to an integer. And I'll just compile this and make the default value 0, 1. So by default, switch to open the door, you can set this 2, 3, 4, 5, however many you want really. So what we'll do is make another variable.
Okay.
We'll call this pressure switches active. And then for pressure switches needed, I'm going to just select this eyeball next to this here for instance editable, or you can put that here, instance editable. So now for each door that might place in the
Okay, so that makes sense. He's adding a variable to the door that's an integer. Basically so that you could press multiple buttons in order to open the door if you really wanted to. Which I think is kind of neat.
hold alt again here and make another duplicate and drag it over like this. Okay. And so we've got our instance of the door here, and because I said instance editable for pressure,
So
you can see that's exposed here over in the details.
did he only made the... Would it be Boolean? So I think what he's trying to do is he's trying to make it so that if I wanted to, I could add multiple switches and then they would all need to be pressed in order to open the door, which I don't mind. And I'm gonna try and replicate that. So switches needed. So it's going to be an integer, and he made it public so that it could be edited outside of this blueprint. And the default value is going to be 1, because for this door, you only need to press 1 switch. And then he added another variable, so I'm just going to duplicate this one. Call it switches activated. So if switches activated equals switches needed, then the door will open. I'm pretty sure is how he's going to do it. So I'm just going to do that.
Up here, instance editable. And so now for each door that you might place in
And only switches needed is public.
panel in the map. And so what I'll do here before I continue on is I'll just place an actual wall around this piece of door.
And now he's going to just put a wall around the door.
That's right. So now
Use float, make the player work for it. Press 2.5 switches. But how do you press half a switch? You got to figure it out. That's the puzzle. That's the puzzle, Luke.
now what I need to do is
How do you press half of a switch?
and I want to make 2 custom events. I'm going to make one called switch activated, and then another one here, custom event, called switch deactivated. All right. Now when a switch is activated, and we call this custom event,
So in the door, he's adding custom events for switch activated.
and then we'll take pressure switches active and say is that
What did he do there? All right. So in the door, you can just get rid of all these. Custom event. Oops. What did he name it? Switch activated. Just single switch activated. And then another custom event for switch deactivated. And then compressor switch is active. He's getting that. He's adding.
Greater than or equal to pressure switch is needed. And then we'll just get a branch from that. And so now if it's true, if the number of switches active is greater than or equal to the number of switches needed, then play the door activation.
All right. So it's adding 1 to pressure switches active, and then it's asking if that is equal to pressure switches needed, and then it's gonna play his door animation, which I'm gonna just make the door disappear. Didn't hear him sleeping. Good luck getting through door college. Take care, Will Joe. Thanks for coming to stream. I really appreciate it. Hope to see you again soon, and hopefully I'll be streaming more often. So yeah, take care. Increment. That's what I want. Beautiful. So now we're gonna ask if it's greater than or equal to, which is needed. So we'll get a branch. And if that condition is true, then I want the cube to disappear. So this cube, I want to, there's a way to set visible. Here we go, visible. So if I just type visible, set visibility for cube. Oops, don't want it to do that. So if it's true, set visibility to off. And I also want to turn off the collision. So that collision enabled to no collision. So that's what I want. So it's going to make the cube invisible and turn off the collision so you can just walk right through it. And then when it's deactive, I assume we're just going to do the opposite. So we're going to set visibility to true and then set collision to collision enabled. So let's see what Mr. Tutorial Man has to say now.
And if it's not, then reverse it. And so we'll do the same steps here for switch deactivated, except for the plus here, instead of plus.
Okay, so just literally off the false branch is going to be the opposite. So set visibility on, collision enabled. Oh boy. Oh, gotta connect these to the cube. There we go. That's better. All right.
Plus, we're going to use minus node to decrement the value of pressure switches active, and then check again, is there enough switches active to open the door, and if so, then play, and if not, then reverse.
So for switch deactivated, he's doing the exact same thing, except it's gonna minus. So literally this, but again, and this time it's gonna decrement integer. Boom, 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 and this is gonna do the literal exact same thing. So true and false. Then we can drag these down there and drag this over here.
And so now we just need to basically set up a way for our pressure switch to call these custom events when it's activated. And so to do that, I'm going to go back to my pressure switch pattern, and I'm going to add a variable here called door to activate. And I'm going to set the variable type to b underscore door. So that's our blueprint we just created for the door.
Okay, so he's literally setting a variable that is the door for the switch.
Activate is exposed, and I can select a door from my scene here. I can just use this eyedropper and say put this door, and now I've basically linked this.
Oh. So the variable is for any blueprint doors in the scene, and then I could set the specific one and then it's going to activate the thing. Okay.
Now we'll call the switch deactivated function.
That's kind of cool, actually.
Before reversing the switch animation. Alright, and so let's step it out here. Play, and we'll step on this here.
And you step on the switch and the door opens. Gotcha. Okay. Well, at least now that I actually have this in the test level, now I should be able to reference it. So under the switch, I should probably start doing this. So for box, we want on component begin overlap, and then we're just gonna, I should probably see what his code looks like. He just has on actor begin overlap, which is fine. Which is probably, I could probably do that instead. So actor begin overlap, actor begin overlap, actor overlap, actor and overlap. That's what he has, right? Yeah. So door variable, and then this variable type is going to be BP door object reference, and then this is public. So for door, we're going to get switch activated and switch deactivated. Boom, boom. And then that's literally all the code I need for the switch, right? So for the switch in the level, I have door, and then I just pick this door, and then boom. Oops, I did not mean to press that. All right, let's test it out, see if it works. So boom. Nice. Unfortunately, it doesn't reappear when I step off the switch, which is weird. On actor end overlap. I'm gonna do a print screen real quick. Or a print string for when I get off the switch, just to test to make sure that that's working. So I step on the switch, and then off the switch, it says hello. So it is activating the command when I step off the switch. So it's something going on in here. I guess I could event tick. I could print string for switch is activated. Just to see if that's functioning correctly. Oh, weird. Oh, I know why. I know exactly why. It's because this default value should be 0, not 1. There we go. That's better. So now, yeah, that's better. And then if we get like a physics object, like a cube, maybe we could get rid of this now, so we don't need it. We get a physics object, like a cube. Just kind of drag that up, and then simulate physics. If we slap the cube on the button, nothing happens. Let's find out why. I think it's because he went into his collision and he just did overlap all, not overlap all dynamic. So let's give that a try. Nah, still nothing happens. And there's still more left of the tutorial, so let's go ahead and figure out what I'm doing wrong here. Step on the button, the door opens. Yep.
That's the basic idea here now.
And we'll just go one more step here. Is what you need to do essentially is, in order to get through this door, is we're going to have to put another object on top of the switch here. So something like these physics boxes over here. And so I'll just, first of all, let's move one of these boxes a little bit closer, make this a bit easier. And what I want to do is I need to select in the details here, I'm going to search for generate overlap events. So by
generate overlap events for the cube.
Overlap events. And so if you want some objects in your game, or physics objects, or whatever they are, to be able to activate this switch, it has to generate overlap events. So I'm going to select that for this cube, and we'll give it a try here. All right, let's give this a little push here, see if we can get that on there. Perfect.
All right. So generate overlap events to true. Now it should work. Yeah, there we go. Put the button on, or the box on the cube, and the door opens. You take it off the cube, the door closes. Hell yeah, we got some basic gameplay going on here. Or you could just climb up using this glitch that I still don't know how to fix. Eventually, I want to like re-optimize like all the code that I have, because at least now that I have something laid down, now I can like use that as reference to make it better, I guess. So so that's the idea. But for now, got something going here. I could probably also color code all these as well. So like for this gameplay mechanic, I can make it like, I don't know, red or pink or something. So I'm just gonna go in the folder with this material, and I'm gonna make a material instance. Call it basic shape material underscore pink, and then we'll just adjust the color to that, and then we'll just make all these objects. The door, I have to get here, that pink, and for the switch I have to go here, and there it is, that pink. There we go. So everything that's a door, a switch, and a box is pink. To separate it from some of the other gameplay features that I want to add as well. I might end stream here. Only because there's still some things that I want to do today. But yeah, at least we were able to get something done today. I really want to work on this dodge roll eventually. I mean, it's fine. It works for now. I mean, there's so much stuff in this that I want to work on. It's just literally a matter of getting it to work in the game as I want it, and then messing with it later. Having the feature in the game and then focusing on it later. So actually, something fun that I suppose we can do is before we leave. So I'm just gonna add in another cube here. We'll make the scale very thin, so like 0.1 on the Z, 1 on the Z, 0.1 on the X, and then 2 on the Y. Just kind of have it sitting here. We'll try like that. And then I want to turn off and step up on. That's a thing in this, right? Under collision. And character step up on. Ew. I don't know why that's not a checkbox, but sure. So now He could still kind of. I think that's just because of the way the collision is set. I just want to be able to dodge roll over it. So like if I make this a little higher. Okay, yeah. And then, yeah! You can dodge roll over it. I want that to be an actual mechanic in the game, is like little things that you have to dodge roll through. I think that could be kind of cool. So like, I don't know, I could add another one of these that's like here. And then under here, under capsule component, set the capsule half height. So for the viewport, capsule component, its current half height is 60. What happens if we make it like 30? So that's what it looks like. So 60, and then under here, we'll make this 30. Boom, and then Control C, Control V, drag you in there, drag you down here, and then set it back to 60 when we're done. And then I also want to make the capsule component visible for the time being, just to see what it looks like. So that's what it looks like when you dodge roll. There we go. So you can't jump through this, but you can dodge roll through it. And honestly, with the way the capsule is set up, we could probably make this bar a little higher. Even though the animation will look like it's clipping through it. There we go. Because the capsule height is shrinking at his torso. So instead of, you know, being down like at his feet where the animation is playing, it's like slightly above him, which is something I want to fix. But for now, just to get the mechanic working, yeah, this works. Beautiful. So we could turn off visibility on the capsule collision now. All right, so we have a thing that we can dodge roll through, but we can't walk through it normally, and you can't jump over it. Could I hang on this? No, I can't even hang on it. It's very interesting. You can dodge roll through it. That's kind of cool. I really like that. You know, now I'm gonna just be messing with this now once the stream's over. But yeah, we got some stuff done today. I'm very happy, and hopefully I can stream these more often. But for now, I'm probably gonna end it there. So thanks for watching. On Wednesday, I'm gonna come back on here. I'm not going to do another game dev stream on Wednesday. I'm going to do something different. I am going to study the entire plot of Union Cross on Wednesday. So stay tuned for that. Basically, Union Cross, all cutscenes. There's a guy here that has all the cutscenes in order. And we're going to watch them all, and I'm going to read through them as if it was like a visual novel. And then I'm going to take notes and study the plot so that I could possibly explain it to Cole when the time comes. Because even though we are only midway through Kingdom Hearts 2, I still would like to get this prepared for when the time comes, because Birth by Sleep goes by quick. Then Recoded's a movie. I don't know how long Dream Drop Distance is, but literally after Dream Drop Distance is when we're going to be doing Union Cross stuff. But yeah, that's technically only 2 games away. So I just want to get this prepared. And I think it could be fun. So yeah, I think this is it, right? All main cutscenes. I think this is what I want. I don't want the one that includes cutscenes from back cover, because we're also going to watch back cover. I think before this. So 2 movies and 2 games we have to get through before I start explaining the plot of Union Cross, and it looks like this is it. So yeah. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you then. Take care. Bye-bye.